With the appeals court ruling on Monday, Minneapolis became the first city in Minnesota to offer discrimination protection for people who use Section 8 vouchers, something that multiple states and cities across the country already have. The ruling says the city of Minneapolis can enforce its ordinance, which states landlords can't turn away tenants based on the fact they use Section 8 vouchers. Minneapolis City Attorney Susan Siegel says she's pleased but not surprised by the ruling.
The purpose of the ordinance is very simple. It's to increase opportunities for housing for people who have these, are participants in the Section 8 Housing Choice Voucher Program.
In 2018, a district court judge struck down the ordinance, siding with the landlords in the lawsuit. At that time, the judge said, quote, over 3/4 of Minneapolis landlords do not now accept Section 8 vouchers. A conclusive presumption automatically tarring all of them with the brush of discrimination violates their due process rights, end quote. On the latest ruling, plaintiff Tom Fletcher, president of Fletcher Properties, said, quote, we are disappointed with the appeals court ruling overturning the district court's decision in our favor, end quote.
There's always a number of people who hold these vouchers that can't find a place to rent. And so that's an issue that's very important to the city. It's a big issue across the state and across the country now.
Minneapolis Public Housing Authority administers about 5,000 housing choice vouchers at any given time. Tenants pay 30% of their income towards rent, and Housing Authority makes up the difference. The city says the ordinance will go into effect in the not too distant future. Meanwhile, Fletcher says they'll likely be appealing the recent ruling to the Minnesota Supreme Court. Heidi Wigdahl, KARE 11 News.